Have you ever asked yourself this question? Why am I not painting right away? Why am I sitting on the floor in my studio staring into nothingness? Why am I doing anything but painting even though when I am technically in my creative space? And why does it take so long for me to start? My name is Elena. I'm an artist, illustrator, and educator, and I'm currently in San Francisco. And today I will be talking about some things that will help you keep your mind in your creative and productive space, so you keep manifesting your art into reality. Well, first of all, let me start with something beautiful. I'm not in my studio to just create. It's too abstract. I need to be surrounded by my own manifested art world. And that includes something beautiful. Sometimes it's flowers, sometimes it's more flowers, sometimes it's flowers and my own paintings, but it has to be a very pretty surrounding that I'm enjoying to be in. If I don't have the surrounding that is inspiring me, it's much harder for me to create. So the first question to ask yourself is, what is something that makes you want to be in your studio, regardless of your intention to create or not? Another problem that a lot of artists are struggling with is so-called imposter syndrome. So we really need to feel validated. What makes you feel validated? In your studio, have something that shows proof of your accomplished work. For example, I have my book right here that has been published, that is in the stores, and when I look at it, I remind myself that I have done something. I have accomplished something, and I am ready to roll and create more. So ask yourself, what is that something? It doesn't have to be a published book. It can be any minor accomplishment that counts for you. Another important thing is to have the access to the art supplies that are the easiest for you to work with. The easiest here is the key. I understand, and I'm personally very guilty of looking and trying out so many art supplies that are there, but you need to have, like, let's say a list of 3 or maybe 5 tops that can be handy and available. Like, for example, I have these watercolors that my mom actually sent to me from Russia. These are made in St. Petersburg. I have bought many more watercolors ever since then. But this is the only one that works. Like, at least most of the time, I work mostly with this. So it's something that is easy for me to work with. Same with a certain kind of brush, and same with a certain kind of paper. I personally prefer the Arches paper. What are the art supplies that make you create and not put you in a position when you have to learn a whole new technique or study a whole new set of skills to start your work? One time when I was at the conference of SCBWY in Chicago a few years ago, I listened to that speech by a person whose name, unfortunately, I do not remember right now. But he did say something that really stuck with me, is that you need to claim your creative space. And to claim your creative space, you need to have an object that really separates this area of your house from the rest of it and defines that this is your studio, this is where you create. To me, such an object is an easel. It is big, it is very definitive, very present, makes you want to create right away, and is currently in delivery because I moved a couple times in the last half a year. More than a couple times actually, so I drew a little bit of a painting of my easel while I'm waiting for it to actually arrive. Yes, so think of an object that really defines your creative space. Obviously, there are many more tools and tricks that you can use to stay in your productive and creative space at the same time. Please let me know in the comments what you think.